improve my English, so one day I would join Toastmasters. But to be honest, I just wanted to meet handsome guys, have fun, have party. But I have a problem. To party you need two things: drinks and friends. And I didn't have friends in Canada, so I decided to take an English class. And from the very first moment I arrived to Canada, I fell in love with Canadians. My new house was only 4 blocks from the beach. My new bedroom had a chimney, a real chimney for me. I also have a rope stairs to escape in case of fire. And there was a very convenient located bar across the street. Yes, my new life was wonderful. And every time when I was going to school, I could hear Chinese, Japanese, German, French, Italian. So I felt like ambassador in the United Nations, surrendered by people from all over the world. I was so excited about Canada that I wanted to be Canadian, and I did. One of the things that everybody does in Toronto. I bought a t-shirt from the team, the hockey team, the Maple Leafs. And I started to yell on the street, "Go Leafs, go! Go Leafs, go!" Well, to be honest, I didn't have any clue about hockey. But I supported the club, so nobody could doubt I was Canadian. I was so enthusiastic with Canada that I decided to stay longer. So I applied for a visa extension, but I didn't get any later, and my visa expired. So I decided to go to the Mexican embassy, home away from home, the people who could support me and could do everything for me. And I called them. "Do you have any idea when my visa will arrive?" "What? Am I illegal? That I should have left when my visa expired? Police can arrest me at the airport? $5,000? Or I could go to jail?" That moment, everything was black. I picture myself in the middle of the desert, hungry, thirsty, with a coyote by my side, waiting like the border patrol. I decided to stay calm down. Even I was scared and wait for my visa to arrive. After all, I didn't have anything to fear. I was not a troublemaker. So, 2 days later, I was late for school. And there was a street. It was not major. There were not cars. So, even there was a red light, I crossed the street. And a tall guy, handsome, blue eyes, approached me. I said, "He wants to date me." And I also remember that commercial. Si te sucede algo inesperado, la culpa es de Bagatelle. The guy opened his jacket. Yes, but he showed me. Know what you think? He showed me a police badge. He was a policeman. And he wanted to take me to the police station. Police station. And I was illegal. I did the only thing I could do. I lied to him. I ignored him. English, yo hablo español. English, no. ¿Qué dice? The guy was really upset. And he asked me, "Do you cross the streets with red light in your country?"
For sure.
He hasn't been in Mexico at all. But then he released me. I was saved, and I decided to stay away from police. 2 weeks later, I went to the Royal Ontario Museum, a wonderful museum with chambers from China, from India, from Middle East, and we were at the Egyptian chamber with my very good friend Rocio. So we saw a door. It said exit, told my friend, it's an emergency door. And she told me, no, it isn't. So she pushed the door, and in that moment, a loud sound, whoa, 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 was around the chamber. We hide behind Cleopatra. The police arrived. They look at the chamber. They look at us. And we pretend we were dead. And we have no idea about anything. They closed the door and they left. And I told my friend, I'm illegal. I cannot rob a museum. In that moment I thought that the police and I had a communication problem. They were determined to put me in jail, and I was determined to escape. But you're not police, right? You know how they are. Okay, they won't. They finally got me in Montreal. I parked in close to one parking meter with a long list of instructions. You can park from Monday to Friday from 8 to 8, but you're not to park to 10 to 12. Well, it was confusing, impossible to understand, and they got me a ticket. But I didn't pay it. And 1 week later, I just left in prison. Yeah. Well, it was not so bad. It was a hotel that used to be a prison. Well, eventually I got my visa and I returned to Mexico. And despite these adventures with the police, I am still in love with Canada. But my dear friend, if you ever want to go to Canada, I want to give you some tips based on my experience with the police. If you meet them, tip number 1, lie to them. Tip number 2, speak Spanish. And tip number 3, the most important, if tip number 1 and 2 don't work, run. Listen.
Andrea, congratulations.
Do you want to go with me?
Yes, sure. Anywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere, you're a little dangerous, but I like the danger. Well, I think that it's very, very good, your project. Your body language is very good. Very, very good. You are very expressive. You really talk with your body. Yes, that is very, very important, because the purpose of this project is that you talk with your body, that you join your movements and the things that you are doing, that you are saying. For example, if you talk about the ceiling or the beach,